and welcome to our virtual play date. Today we're going to use some watercolor and find exotic sea animals that are living inside the watercolor once we're done. I'll tell you what I mean. Here's one example of what I'm talking about. And here's another. Now, this project will have a little bit of drying time in it, so I'll show you the first step, and then we'll take a little break and we'll come back after that's dry. Okay, what you need for this part of the project is a paintbrush, a cup with some water in it, and any kind of watercolors that you have at home. These are the pan watercolors that most kids have. There's also liquid watercolors and there's tube watercolors, but since you probably have this kind at home, I'm going to use this kind today. So, you just want to open up your watercolors, and what does watercolor need? Watercolor needs water. So we always dip our brush in our water, and then we take, I like to use the lighter colors first. So I'm going to start with my yellow. I like a lot of color. And I'm going to just randomly make little designs and patterns around my paper. Put some here, some over here. You don't have to try to paint anything. I don't want you to try to paint anything. I just want you to kind of put some things together, okay? So, here's some yellow on my paper. Make sure you use enough water or else it won't be watercolor. I'm going to put some orange on my paper now. If somebody got some color in here that I don't want. Get out of there. All right. Some orange. You can overlap your colors too. You don't have to. You can try some different brush techniques if you want to take a long technique. That. I like to do swirls with my watercolor. I don't know why. Swirls around here. You can blend new colors if you put one color over another color. So I'm just going to fill this in quickly. Like that. If it starts looking dry, it means you need more water, okay? Now I have orange and yellow on my paper. I'm going to try some red. I rinse my brush out between every color so it doesn't blend all, mess my colors up. Ooh, I like this red color. Now, the more water you use, the longer your paper is going to take to dry. So you want to use enough water, but you don't want it to be a puddle. Okay, we don't want puddles. First of all, it super wrinkles our paper, and then we have to wait so long for it too. Normally it should only take about 10 minutes tops to dry. So I'm going to put a little more red in here. Like so. Okay, now I've got red, see? I'll rinse my brush out. I'll try a little bit of blue. Blue is good. Put the blue over the yellow. Do you know what color you get? Anybody? Green, of course. Blue is a primary color. If you put blue over the red, you get purple. Put blue over the orange, it gets kind of brown, it's not as good. So maybe don't do that. Unless you want brown. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit of purple next. Got my blue on there. See how it's kind of random, I'm not trying to make anything, okay? Alright, now, Try not to put your purple over your yellow because it doesn't look nice. I'm not even going to describe it to you, but just take my word for it. Purple. If you only want to use a couple colors, you don't have to use this many colors. It's up to you. And lastly, I'm going to put some green in there. Here, just put a bit of green. And cover my entire paper. There's no white showing through. Okay, this is watercolor, so you're going to be able to kind of see through the colors, but we don't want a big part of white on our paper. We want it to be all full of the color, okay? All right, so I'm done with this part of my project. This is what it looks like now, and it needs to dry for about 10 minutes, so I'm going to let it dry and take a break, and I'll be right back with you, okay? Back to part 2 of our project. I'm Laura from SmARTy Pants Rockford, and we are an art studio for kids and adults. We have classes every Saturday at 10 to 12, and we have camps when school's out, and we do private parties for birthdays or whatever, and we have adult paint nights as well. Here is our information. Please look us up on the internet or on our Facebook page. Now, to recap, we are doing these found item sea creatures, and we're going to find them in the paint that we just painted. So after this is dry, mine's very dry now, you're going to need a black Sharpie or another type of black marker, and basically you're just going to look around in your picture and see what you can see. You have to use your imagination on this one. So let's see, I'm not sure what this is. It's some kind of a turtle. I think I see a sea turtle. So I'm going to draw in a sea turtle here. You can see his shell, and I can see his big fin here. Mine's going to smile because he's a happy turtle. I think he's got another fin back here. I think they have a little tail. Okay, so as you can see here, I found a sea turtle. Now it doesn't have to be exactly, obviously. You can put more details on each thing if you like. And you're just going to kind of look around. Maybe you could see an octopus. Maybe you could see a fish. Yeah, this looks like an octopus to me. It doesn't have to be exactly, like I said. You can use your imagination. This is my little octopus that I see in here. And let's see, what do I got here? Here's a fish. See, so far I found an octopus and a fish and a turtle inside mine. So you're basically going to go around and you're going to find all the sea creatures that are mysteriously hidden in the paint that you put down. And you can put things like little air bubbles and you know, any kind of sea creature you could think of. If you run out of ideas, you can look on the computer and say, in Google sea creatures, you can find a blowfish, or you can find a manta ray, or an eel, or a shark, or a dolphin, or anything like that. And then, after you find all the sea creatures that you can possibly find, then you can go ahead and sign your name at the bottom. And hopefully you'll find a whole bunch, like I did over here. In this one, I found, over here, I got a crab here, and a fish, some kind of a shark, and a jellyfish, and a turtle, lots of bubbles and algae, and things like that. In this one, I found a seahorse, a whole bunch more jellyfish, this little guy, I can't remember what they're called, but I like them, they're cute. There's an octopus, and a manta ray, and an eel, and a sea snake. Did you know that there's something called a sea cucumber? Anyways, I hope you have a lot of fun making your own little hidden sea gardens. And if you'd like to post some of your projects that you've made at home on our Facebook page, SmARTy Pants Rockford, we would love to see them. Until the next time, please stay safe and wash your hands. Bye.